Welcome, everybody, to beautiful Miami and Hard Rock Stadium, site of this year's Capital One Orange Bowl, part, of course, of the college football playoff. We've reached the semifinal stage, one last hurdle to clear before the national championship game. And we'll find out here today which side has the toughness and the depth to keep driving toward that ultimate goal, the chance to raise that gold trophy over their heads. As we'll see the third seed in this playoff, the Georgia Bulldogs, taking on the number 2 seed in the playoff, the Michigan Wolverines. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, joined by Kirk Herbstreit. And here we go, a college football playoff semifinal. Which team will keep their national championship hopes alive today? The kickoff team is out there, and here we go with this playoff semifinal game. So no return here. He takes it in the end zone, and they'll begin the drive at the 25. Guys up front lined up. It's first down. Offense will keep it on the ground here. And heads out of bounds after a decent gain.
Chris, I know it's the first play of the game, but boy, nice job by this offensive line. The back gets behind him, picks up some positive yards.
What's the play call here on second down for this offense? There's the handoff. And he'll get the first down yards before they finally bring him down.
Of course they're going to pick up the first down by running the football. You think about Michigan, you think so many legacy, incredible backs that they've had over the years. Tim Biakabatuka and Tyrone Wheatley and Leroy Horde. Man, so many good backs have come through Ann Arbor.
See what the call is on 1st and 10. We'll go with the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff. And he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Well, the back just had nowhere to go. How about the defensive line? They eat up all the blocks up front, freeing those linebackers up to be able to make the play. Just a bad play all around for this offense.
Getting set. Here's second down. And they'll try to pick it up on the ground. But they tackle him after just a 2-yard gain, so it sets up a 3rd and 8.
The defensive coordinator this week all week telling us about gap integrity, not giving this running back any creases at all. Really sound defense on that play.
The offense facing a tough conversion here. 3rd and long from the 42. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Snags the quick throw. This offense picks up the first down. They tackle him at the 44.
Oh, the defense. They get this offense to a 3rd down early in the game, a chance to get him off the field, but instead this quarterback shows you why they've had such a great year with a conversion.
And now the handoff. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Chris, this is what I'd love to see from a defense is the linebackers are scraping, doing their job, but you need help from the secondary. And when you have aggressive tacklers on the back end, you got a great defense. This time, the secondary makes the difference.
Now it's second down here. Dropping back, it's Warren. That's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no flag, brings up third down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out the punishment, but here, he's the one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, he's unable to hold on to the football.
Seventh play now, the opening drive, but it's third and long. The offense will take their first 10 out of the half to talk strategy here.
Timeout, Michigan.
Seventh play now, the opening drive, but it's third and long. Quarterback pre-snap adjustments now for this defense. And the wideout goes in motion. Drops back, needing a third down completion here. Caught over the middle. It's Barrett. Tackle is finally made, but an explosive gain. They'll move it down to the 23-yard line.
Well, it's another completion by this quarterback. Another great gain and a first down, and already over 30 yards through the air. This quarterback is in a zone here to start this game.
The Wolverines line up on 1st and 10 now. Quarterback drops back, probing the secondary. And the pass is intercepted as he throws into double coverage that time. Short return tackle at the 20 club, and that's a huge takeaway for this defense.
Well, that is a tough way to start this game for this offense, throwing an interception on their first drive. Big thing now is you go to the sideline, talk to the offensive coordinator, make a couple adjustments, and come back and play with confidence next time you get the ball.
That's a solid gain, moves the ball to the 29. The Dogs will come to the line to crank up the tempo. Scanning the field, it's Beck. He's moving out of the pocket. Looking to scramble now. Defense shoves him out of bounds. Not much of a gain there. So ball at the 30. This is a manageable third down play for the offense. They'll give it to the running back. Looks like Georgia will have the first down.
Here's a great example of back knowing where he needed to go on this play, and he didn't mess around. He got between the tackles and earned every single yard.
A running play gives the offense a fresh set of downs. Little eye candy here from the offense, some pre-snap motion. They'll run it here. Running back has the ball. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2. When they don't block the defensive end, he shows some quickness, Kirk, getting around the edge that time.
Yeah, this guy's usually getting around the edge to put pressure on the quarterback, but he reminds everybody here that this guy's a complete package. Not only can he pressure the quarterback, but also he is very, very talented and shows you the physicality he has against the run as well.
Here's the second down play. They'll switch it up, looking to throw. Quarterback escapes the pocket and takes off. Oh, the pass is picked off. Going the other way. Can they stop him? And he's wrapped up after a solid return.
Well, this isn't exactly how we envision this game getting started. You see an interception early, you're thinking, okay, great opportunity. Bang, they throw an interception right back. So everything is even. We can start all over, and the offense comes back out on the field.
And the Wolverines offense is back on the field. They had it going on the last drive, but it ended abruptly with the interception. Let's see what they can do here. On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. And they hit him just as he releases the ball. It's incomplete.
Never underestimate a defensive lineman's ability to play the passing lanes. Smart defensive linemen keep an eye on the quarterback, and if they see the ball coming out, they're able to get those big, long arms up and try to get a piece of it.
Offense lines up for a 2nd down play off the incompletion. They're going to run it here. And the freshman brings him down quickly.
You know, in the era that we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense is countered over the years by trying to play out wide. But here's a great example. The defense has the ability to play wide, but still be solid at the line of scrimmage and not give up big run plays.
The offense will line up. Chance for a couple more plays before the end of the quarter. Quarterback adjusting now to the defense. And he'll drop back here on 3rd down. Throws incomplete, broken up by the defender nicely that time.
Hey, it's an incompletion, but it's a nice job by the quarterback. I know it didn't pan out, but the most important thing is he didn't turn the football over and he didn't take a sack. It'll give your kicker a chance to put some points on the board if they opt for the field goal here on 4th down.
Now the offense will spend a timeout here, wanting to come up with the perfect call on this important play coming up. And one final play before the end of the quarter. Trying for a 4th down completion. Looking for his big tight end. And it's incomplete. What is the final play of this period? Back at it to start the quarter. Offense getting set to run a 1st down play. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Looking for his big tight end. Catch made on the right side. That's a big gain. That's a big hit at the end, but they earn a fresh set of downs.
Really good route here by the receiver, but I love the quarterback's ability to look off that safety and make that throw, and that's part of the quarterback's job here when you play in Athens for this Georgia offense. They've had some great quarterbacks over the years, guys like Matthew Stafford and Aaron Murray, and more recently Jake Fromm, and of course Stetson Bennett, who won back-to-back national championships. And what they're seeing today from this quarterback, they got to be very proud of.
And a quick timeout call by the offense after the play. The offense will set up on 1st and 10. He hands it off from the gun. The gain is 2 yards, so it's 2nd and 8.
Defense does a really nice job here of being able to contain that run game, held him just for 2 yards. Chris, to me, he's changing the playbook a little bit now for the offense. The guy calling the plays at 2nd and 8, that's a different deal. Now he's got to probably thinking about going through the air instead of staying on the ground.
He's got a man down the middle. He's tackled quickly, but the yardage is good enough for the 1st down.
That's what makes this tight end so dangerous. You can flex him out into that slot position. He shows you his versatility. He can be an inline guy that can block, but here he shows you what he can do with his hands.
Georgia setting up with a 1st and 10 now. No press coverage. The DB's backing up now. Out of the shotgun, he hands it off. And they tackle him, but not before he picks up the first.
Chris, a really good job here by this back to be able to find that hole and pick up the yards for his first down. And, boy, Georgia's had some good backs over the years, and this young man is living up to that tradition today.
A solid run, good for first down yardage. And the offense will now quickly spend a timeout.
Timeout, Georgia.
New setter down to the offense, 1st and 10. Obvious false start there, moving too early. And the head coach will decide to accept the penalty and take the yardage. First down play call. How aggressive will it be? Offense moving receivers around now before the snap. A pop pass on the jet sweep. The sophomore with a strong tackle there.
Boy, I'm a big fan of that jet sweep motion like that. It really forces the defense to stretch them out horizontally and can create some vertical seams for this offense. They got some positive yards. Didn't quite get the first down, but I'll tell you what they've done. Planted a seed on this defense, and they better defend this style of play moving forward.
Offense getting set. It's 2nd down. To throw, it's Beck. Bringing pressure. Hit as he releases it, and the pass ball is incomplete.
Man, you got to love this if you're defensive coordinator. It's all about affecting the quarterback and getting pressure on him. This time they got to him and forced that incompletion.
Offense been in reverse here. Now a long way to go to convert this 3rd down. They flip it to him on the jet sweep. They don't convert. In fact, he's tackled for a loss on that 3rd down play.
How about this? The offense gets the ball to one of their playmakers out in space, but the defense, the athletic ability on that side of the ball does a good job of bringing him down short of the first down.
So 4th down and 15. The offense is out there going for it. There's the snap. Looking to throw the ball. And he's going to float this one to the right side. And the ball is picked off. Did he take it all the way? Follows the pick with a nice return before finally being brought down.
Chris, that's back-to-back drives now that this offense has thrown interceptions. They've got to be able to regroup on the sideline, adjust their schemes, maybe their personnel groupings and formations, try to find a new way to attack, because right now, this isn't working.
And the Michigan offense comes back out on the field. Last possession, they went for it on 4th down, but got stoned. Let's see what they can do this time. Handoff to the right side. Fights through a tackle. Solid run. They'll bring it down at the 28-yard line.
Great job by the offensive line here, opening up some holes and giving the running back room to run on 1st down. Plays like this can open up the playbook for the play caller, allow him to make that defense think, are they going to run? Maybe play action, maybe throw the ball downfield.
Second down here. Time for one more play before the 2-minute warning. We'll take a quick pause before the half as we reach the 2-minute warning. Second down after that previous play. Looking to throw. It's Warren. He slings this one deep down the left side. Pass ball is incomplete. There was a lot of contact. No penalty. Brings up 3rd down. Quarterback changing the play now at the line. Looking to pick up the 1st down through the air. That one is incomplete. The defender was right there, and it brings up 4th down now.
Man, on your own side of the field, you're playing a risky game here. 3rd and short. Your goal should just be keep this drive alive the best way you can sometimes is just hand the ball off to your running back and have him get behind that offensive line and go to work. Curious to see what they do now here on this 4th and short.
And the fullback gets in on the action with the carry. And the Wolverines pick up enough yardage for a fresh set of downs.
Yeah, that is a gutsy call to go for it on 4th down in your own territory. But you can see that this coach is confident in his offense and going to their go-to plays that they call up specifically for these situations.
The Wolverines will have 1st and 10 here. From the gun, he looks for an open man. He pulls it in for a big gain. And a big gain before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs.
You know, you roll the dice here as a defense when you play man-to-man. The thing is, you've got to get pressure on the quarterback. If you don't, he's got time, and now he can look at that defense and figure out where is his best one-on-one matchup, and he makes a big play there.
The offense finally producing here. Sets up a 1st and 10. Scanning the field. It's Warren. He's running out of time here. It's picked off. He tried to fire the ball into a tight window. And that's a solid return after the interception.
Well, his quarterback's got to regroup. That's his 2nd interception in this game right now. He's got to do a better job. But, Chris, it's easy to sit up here and say that. Could be the receiver running the wrong route. Balls sometimes can get tipped. All we know is at the end of the day, the guy pulling the trigger is responsible.
And the Georgia offense is back out on the field. They had some good things going in the last drive, but it ended suddenly with the pick. Let's see what they can do here. He'll hand it off. Just a small gain. Look at it, 2nd and 9.
Cristiano, the spread era over the years has always grown offensively, but I've been always impressed with defenses that really build their defense to play in space, still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game. It's exactly what we saw right there.
Offense getting set up. Here's second down. Here's the snap. Looking to throw here. Takes the grab. It's Young. They bring him down after a short gain there.
Love the timing here between the quarterback and his receiver. They pick up some positive yards, and I continue to be impressed with just the chemistry between these two.
Important third down play coming up after that completion. Quarterback sets up, looking for an open man. Fires it to the wideout. And it's intercepted. Beautiful timing there. Not a long return, but the important thing that wipes out a scoring threat. The offense will take over from the 29.
Chris, that is back-to-back drives right now for this quarterback and this offense. Nothing seems to be going right. The defense is doing a good job of confusing the quarterback, who's obviously throwing the ball into coverage. They've got to make some adjustments with their attack because right now it's not working.
And the Michigan offense back out on the field. They had it going on the last drive, but it ended abruptly with the interception. Let's see what they can do here. Back to pass. It's Warren. On the run here. Lets it go. Receiver makes the catch. He's brought down after a short gain. That's not going to be first down yardage. Quarterback checks the defensive look, makes some adjustments. Second down, we're going to throw it. And they heave it deep downfield. And the pass is incomplete. We're down to just 4 seconds remaining.
Oh, my gosh. They almost came up with another interception. They had a pick on the last drive. They're doing such a good job of baiting this quarterback into throwing the ball into coverage and then making a play on the ball. Let's see if they can keep this going.
This will likely be the last play of the half. On third down, he drops to throw. Quarterback leaves the pocket on the move now. They've got him. It's a sack. The defense will take some momentum to halftime after that one. Miller's going to wrap up the first half here. Let's kick it now to Kevin Connors with our halftime update. The Wolverines will kick this away to start the second half. And the returner elects to fair catch it, no return. And the powerful Georgia offense is back out on the field. Looking to throw now on first down. And the senior making a disruptive impact play.
Just outstanding combination of quickness and strength here by this Michigan defensive lineman. Makes me think of Aiden Hutchinson, who of course played here recently. Going back to guys like Rashawn Gary, Lamar Woodley, Frank Clark. Great tradition of Michigan defensive linemen on full display right now.
Tough position, second and long from their own 12. Shotgun formation. Here's an inside handoff. That run moves the ball to the 16. So a tricky situation here. Third and very long inside your own 20. How much of a risk do you take? You know, this defense could be very aggressive at this moment. To throw, it's back. Here's a shot toward the right sideline. That one falls incomplete. They tried to press it deep, but now it brings up 4th down.
The offense doesn't come up with a completion here, Chris, but I think it gives you an indication of what they think they can do here in the second half of this playoff game.
Running it back, it's Stewart. And the returner is tackled by this punt coverage team. And the Wolverines offense is back on the field. This one has been a defensive stalemate. Let's see if the offense can get something going here. They'll change the pre-snap look now. Timeout is called by the defense. That's their first of the half. This line getting set up. It's a 1st down play. And from the shotgun, an inside handoff. They bring him down, but that's a solid gain on the play.
Look, I realize on any play call, when it's properly executed, it can go to the house for a touchdown. But the runs that really make a game plan work are the ones where you get just what you need. And he barely got the 1st down, but he got it.
And they'll go right back to him on 1st down. And they tackle him, but a nice pickup on that running play.
Just love watching this back run. Gets behind that offensive line, lowers his pads, and gets a nice, solid gain.
Second down after that run on the previous play. To the air, it's Warren. He's on the run, launches deep. The outfield shot is incomplete. Brings up 3rd down.
Love this aggressive mindset from the quarterback and offensive coordinator. Found the matchup that you wanted, take a shot downfield. You don't hit it, but you made the defense be aware of it.
Going to pick up the 3rd and short through the air. Finds that big tight end for a short pass. And that gain will pick up a 1st down and move the football to the 36.
Well, it's a good thing they pick up the 1st down here because it would have been interesting to see. They were kind of in that no man's area there. If they did not pick up the 1st down, would they have kicked the field goal or would they have gone for it? But here, doesn't matter. Nice 1st down.
Gain makes it 2nd and medium. Drops back from the shotgun, looking for an open man. Throws to the tight end. Makes the catch downfield. Not much after the catch, but it is good enough for a 1st down.
And here the tight end shows off his hands for a nice gain. Love to see the big man get his touches.
Still searching for their 1st touchdown of the game, but on the move now. It's 1st and 10. Trying the run against Edwards. And the sophomore able to bring him down quickly.
See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just wanted to battle up front at the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound, and it's really solid defense on that play.
Dropping back, it's Warren. Looks to the left, and it's complete. Touchdown, Wolverines. And they will claim the 2nd half lead.
After not seeing any scores in that 1st half, make some adjustments at halftime. At least this offense has been able to put together a drive and finally get a touchdown up on the board.
So they'll try to add to the lead now with the PAT. PAT is good, so it's 7-0. Kickoff team on the field getting set now. Returner decides to fair catch this. And the Bulldogs offense is back out on the field. They were held to a quick 3-and-out last time, looking to put together a positive drive here. First play of the drive, looking to throw the football. Finds his man. It's ETN. And they get him down after the completion.
That's a much better job by this quarterback of working through his progression. We've seen him earlier try to force some throws, trying to make a big play. This time, works through his progressions, checks it down into the flat, and picks up some positive yards.
Second down play coming up. Here's the snap. Offense looking to throw the ball. Makes a quick catch. And they wrap him up, but the gain is good enough for a first down.
Defense kind of lost the running back here. Makes a nice catch and gets the first down in the process.
First down and 10 now. Here's that defense shifting again. Off the play fake on first down. Short pass finds the tight end. A huge hit by the linebacker. A collision of big bodies there.
This is why running the football is so important. You run the ball and you go play action. It affects the eyes of the safeties and linebackers and frees up some space for the tight end to be able to pick up a nice gain.
Pass complete. It's second down now. Looking to pass. It's back. Oh, it's incomplete. That's a good job of the defender to break that up.
Well, these guys just continue to struggle throwing the football. You know, whether it's been running the wrong route, the quarterback not being accurate, the offensive line not doing their job. It's been a collective effort, and it's a big reason why they're trailing now in this game.
After the incompletion, they'll come to the line with 3rd and 1. They'll try to run for the first down. Tackle, but only after picking up a fresh set of downs.
This is why they're in the playoff, right? Not just the ability to throw the ball, but you get to a critical moment, a 3rd down. You trust that offensive line to come up with a first down, and they get it.
On first down, they'll keep the running game churning.
Well, I'll take that every single time. Offensive line does a nice job up front. This back's vision and ability to get positive yards by lowering his pads on full display right there.
Offense getting set for a second down here to begin the quarter. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there.
Man, this defense has had a great game today. Here we are in the 4th quarter. They've done a nice job of taking the run game completely away, making it a lot easier to zero in on that quarterback in the pass game.
So the offense getting set. This is not where you want to be against this defense. 3rd and long. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. It's a short completion to the big tight end. They'll stop him short. The completion gained 5 yards, but brings up 4th down.
Well, we just continue to see this defense make great plays, especially with their tackling. And the awareness to understand we're in the 4th quarter, you're trying to keep this offense in bounds so they keep that clock moving.
Here we are late in a one-score game, and they're going to go for it on 4th down. To the air, it's back. He's got it, and that is enough for a first down. Brought down, but it's past the line to gain.
Well, Chris, here's an example of what we always talk about. On 4th down, the receiver's got to run a route beyond the sticks. Great awareness to know exactly where he is. Quarterback makes the throw. Receiver gets hit, but he's beyond the sticks for the first down.
He shreds the tackle. 5-yard gain, so it's 2nd and 5.
I know the toss play begins with a guy taking a snap and turns around and flips it to the runner. But where the real intrigue is can they set the edge as an offense? Whether it's an offensive tackle, a tight end in that same direction, to where they want to run the ball. Because if they can do that, you get the result that you want just like this. If you don't, oftentimes the play is blown up right at the line of scrimmage.
He dumps it off to the tight end. There's the tackle, but first down yardage.
Well, the defense loads up to show blitz, and anytime they bring that kind of pressure, the quarterback knows he's got to be able to get the ball out of his hands quickly. Nice job of locating the tight end for that first down.
They continue to march toward a game-tying touchdown. It's 1st and 10. One back in the backfield, and he'll get the carry. And they try the middle, but stuck for no gain.
How about this defense? Just so physical against the run. These guys have not been able to do anything on the ground, and it's because of that defensive line and those linebackers taking away the run game.
Quarterback looking to pass here on 2nd down. Caught behind the line. It's Etienne. Defense surrounds him. Just a short gain on that completion.
One thing I love about this back is how he gets involved in the passing game. Nice catch here.
One of the biggest plays we've had so far. 3rd down, and the crowd really getting into it. Dropping back. It's Beck. Looking for the wideout. He makes the grab. Quick tackle. Spot the ball at the 11 and a red zone opportunity now.
Good job by this offensive line and a great throw by the quarterback to get that first down there on 3rd down. It's exactly what they needed to do. This is too big of a game. They've come too far. They're in the playoff. You're down in the second half. Good job of keeping this drive alive.
We've reached the 2-minute warning now. Can this offense come away with a late comeback victory? Georgia getting set with a 1st and 10 now. Gonna run it. It's Etienne. Makes it across the goal line. Touchdown, Georgia.
Well, Chris, this is exactly what they needed to do. Put a touchdown up on the board. They pull within one in a playoff game, and now it's decision time. Do you tie the game up or potentially take the lead?
Here's the point after attempt. And that PAT gives us a tie ball game here in the final quarter. Now the kickoff team is out on the field. Well, he thought about coming out, but instead takes a knee to bring the football to the 25-yard line. offense comes back out on the field. They had a brilliant touchdown drive last time, mixing the run and the pass. Can they keep that going again? First play of the drive, they'll come out throwing. With the catch, it's Morgan. Good enough for the first down at the 37.
You know, we talked this week with the offensive coordinator about what makes this receiver so special. He kept referring to his route running. Here's an example of that. Great route, enough separation to give the quarterback a nice lane to throw the football.
It's a 1st and 10 play coming up for the offense. Receivers now getting some new assignments before the snap. Looking to throw it on first down. He's moving out of the pocket now. Finds a man open on the right side downfield. The clock is still running. They got to get set quickly.
Chris, a great ability by this quarterback to get outside of the pocket and place the football right where it needs to be for the first down.
Back to pass. It's Warren. Fires it to the wideout. Catch made down the left side. An explosive play. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain. More than enough to pick up a first down.
Nicely run slant here by the wide receiver. The footwork created just enough separation for the catch.
And the Wolverines looking to take advantage of this red zone trip. They'll hand it off. He's stopped, but he gets a first down.
Boy, how about that play, Chris? That thing just opened up. The back shot through there with great acceleration. What a pickup there on first down.
First and goal, final 2 minutes. A chance for the offense to break the tie here very late. He'll ride the back again here. And he's tackled down at the 4-yard line. Defense getting pushed back.
Positive yards at this point in the game, always important, especially now that you're starting to get well within the range of a field goal to take the lead. But if I'm this offensive coordinator and quarterback, I'm thinking about a touchdown here late in the game.
To see if the offense can punch it in on 2nd and goal. Trying to find the end zone off the right side. Touchdown, Michigan. They go in front in the final minute of play.
Chris, I thought we might be headed to overtime here, but this offense would not be denied. Outstanding execution, and they take the lead. Now it's all about can their defense hold on to see if they can get this win.
PAT is up and good. They lead by a touchdown here in the 4th quarter. So after the late score, they'll kick it off and hope the defense can hold up to preserve this lead. And the returner decides to signal fair catch. And the Georgia offense is back out on the field. So here we go. They need a touchdown. Got a little time to work with. How will they play this situation? Looks like he didn't get the snap off in time. That'll cost him 5 yards. Pretty easy call for the head coach. He will accept that penalty, of course. First down here for this offense. Dropping back. It's back. And here's a deep throw with the clock winding down. That ball's incomplete. An aggressive deep shot on first down.
This is smart defense. When you're trying to protect the lead late in the game, you know they're going to take some shots, get those safeties and those defensive backs back far, anticipating a deep throw, and knock the ball away.
We've got to get points quickly here, looking for explosive plays right now. Quarterback wants to throw it on second down. Looking to scramble. And now in the final couple minutes, here's a deep shot. And this is dropped. Would have been a huge gain, but he could not collect it.
Well, this is it. Late in the game, really tight situation. This is what separates a good quarterback from a great quarterback. Can he come up with the play to keep this drive alive?
Now in third and very long, looking to throw. He's got it for a big gain. And the offense takes a timeout with 15 seconds remaining.
This is a big conversion by this offense. They're down now in the second half. Probably limited opportunities at this point in the game. Every chance you get your hands on the ball, you need points. They keep this drive alive right here.
They need to score quickly here, trying to dial up some big plays. First down, looking to throw the ball. And the clock winding down, they'll take a deep shot. He's got it near the end zone. And he scores! Touchdown, Dogs!
And just like that, Chris, we got a touchdown here, and they're an extra point away from taking the lead. Unbelievable to watch this quarterback and this offense work.
And they need the PAT now to even the score heading to halftime. And the PAT is up and good, and we are all tied here in the final quarter. Now they get set to kick it away. And with time a factor here late in the game, he'll just take a knee and they'll start the drive at the 25. And the first play of the drive now from the 25. Off the play fake, looking to throw on first down. Fires this one deep middle. Incomplete with 4 seconds remaining. Time for just one more play.
Well, Chris, the offense takes a shot downfield, and this defender does a great job of making a play on the ball. Not only that, he tips that ball up into the air. Good chance for the defense to come up with an interception there.
Offense facing a 2nd and 10. Will hand it off. Here's a jet sweep. Breaking free at the 35. The gain is enough to move the sticks. Ball at the 40. So 1st and 10, our first play of overtime. Using the ground game here. Tailback has the handoff. Finding enough space for a solid gain before they stop it.
I like that you trust your running back and you're still trying to run the football. You got to be careful. You get into overtime, this defense is thinking not just stop this runner, but try to rip that ball out as well.
Second down after that run on the previous play. In the red area, it's Frazier. They make the tackle, but it sets the offense up for a 1st and goal from the 10.
Sometimes I almost get mesmerized watching these runners who have great vision. You know, the eyes that carry their feet to the open space, making people miss. I just love watching those guys do work.
So here we go. The offense has 1st and goal here in overtime. Back goes in motion now. Let's see how the defense adjusts. And he's finally tackled at the 3. Defense getting pushed backwards.
Well, you're inside the red zone, which means you can't come away with anything less than 3 points. But you know this offense is thinking about a touchdown. They're trying to get to that end zone. They go with the toss play. The big boys up front being mobile, moving around, and the running back trying to get behind them to find yards. It's exactly what he did there.
Defense getting very heavy here, looking to stuff the run. On the ground, trying to punch it in for the score. Touchdown, Bulldogs. They strike first in overtime.
Chris, it's a great touchdown run here by this back, but the continuity of this offensive line was on display, and that's the reason he was able to get into the end zone.
And now for the crucial extra point to push the lead to 7 in OT. Knock through the extra point, the lead is 7, 21-14. Pressure on this offense here in overtime. They must score a touchdown to stay alive. Keeping it on the ground here. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
That's a great play all around by this defense. Your first-level defenders hold their own at the point of attack, allowing the second and third-level players to roam free and make the tackle close to the line of scrimmage.
Offense getting set. Second down play here. Looking downfield. It's Warren. He's escaping the pocket now. The pass ball is incomplete on the scramble. That's good coverage.
Well, this is textbook defensive back play right here. He's in phase with the wide receiver, and the thing that I love, and a lot of defensive backs don't have the ability to do, he gets his head turned around, eyes on the quarterback to know when the ball's coming to allow him to knock it away.
Drops back, looking to throw for it on 3rd down. Gets the ball up as he's hit, but it's incomplete.
I see what the quarterback's trying to do here. He's holding on to that football to the last possible second to give that play a chance, but he held it just a little bit too long, and the defense is able to hit him to force that incompletion.
So here we have a challenging 4th down play with the game on the line. Defense gets a stop, and it's game over. Quarterback making adjustments now to what the defense is showing. The pass rush closing in. And he's swarmed by the pass rush, a sack to end this drive. Well, that's a great performance in a pressure moment, but now their job gets even more exciting, even bigger as they go on to the national championship game and play for that trophy.
And this is a new era. I mean, think about the weeks, the amount of games that these guys have been able to play, and to be able to accomplish this, to get to the national championship, that says everything about the endurance of this football team, both mentally and physically, and they get one more hurdle to see if they can become the national champs.
And that is going to wrap it up. We enjoyed this one here. For Kirk Herbstreit, I'm Chris Fowler, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.
Welcome to Dynasty Mode. Next, it's time to select your rosters. Choose to use the latest EA Sports recommended rosters featuring more than 1,000 additional players, or choose the rosters from our original launch. Now it's time to customize your Dynasty experience. Choose your settings, import your team builder created teams, and customize your conferences, complete with unique rules and protected rivals. It's now time to select your team. Do you want to build a team from the ground up or take over an established contender? Pay attention to each team's prestige rating, represented by the number of stars next to each team's name. Teams with a higher prestige will be ready to compete for the college football playoff right away, while lower prestige teams provide a greater challenge to build into contenders. The choice is up to you. And now you'll choose. Now it's time to choose your coach archetype. Your starting choices are motivator, recruiter, and tactician. What is the most important thing to you? Acquiring players, maximizing player development, or putting your team in the best position to succeed? Congratulations. It's time.